Hey everyone, I'm Cindy Long, the administrator of USDA's Food and Nutrition Service. It's such a pleasure to be here. Thank you for having me, and a big thank you to the dedicated leaders at First Focus on Children for being such strong advocates for children, as well as for including me here today. You know, during Children's Week, it's a great opportunity to share more about USDA's new and very child-centered priorities so that we can continue to work together to find solutions and support for our kids. We look forward to continued partnership with you as we unveil historic investments to tackle hunger, update the nutritional profile of our school meals, and to promote more accessible and a healthier package for our very youngest children through the WIC program. All of these will help put kids on the path towards a healthier life. You know, USDA under the Biden-Harris administration is really deeply committed to improving hunger and improving nutrition. In fact, we talk about how we're focused on not just food security, but nutrition security, meaning that the food that our programs provide needs to be nutritious and put folks on a healthy path. And that's especially important for our kids. From the president on down, this administration understands that in order to grow and learn and thrive, kids have to have consistent access to healthy foods. We all know that hunger and poor nutrition can have absolutely devastating consequences for health. You know, far too many Americans are paying both the personal and the financial costs associated with diet-related disease, and we need to change that. You know, we know that summer is historically a time when many families struggle to put nutritious food on their table for their children. You know, there are so many families who rely on school meals during the school year, and many that receive them free or at a reduced price. And then suddenly summer's here and they don't know how they're going to continue to make up for those meals and put food on the table. So this summer, we are thrilled that we have new paths to support families through an enhanced set of programs that we're calling the SUN programs, which stands for Summer Nutrition Programs. They're founded on our traditional longstanding summer nutrition program called SUN Meals, that allows folks to feed kids when they come together for summer programming or activities, whether it's at a rec center, a school, or a church camp. These programs are wonderful for the kids they serve, but we also know that historically they've only been able to serve about 1 in 6 kids. In many places, transportation and scheduling and other barriers simply make it impossible for kids to come together to be provided those meals. So, starting last summer, we've been able to provide an option in rural areas where those challenges are really profound to provide pickup or delivered meals to families in rural communities where those in-person sites just aren't a good fit. And we're calling that the SUN Meals to Go program. And this summer, we have a third and fantastic option, which is called SUN Bucks, which is a permanent summer EBT program. Now, every family with a child who's eligible for free and reduced price meals can access a $120 grocery benefit per child on a card that they can use to help make up for those meals that their kids are not receiving in school during the summertime. And the other great thing about the SUN Bucks program is it's going to be really easy to access. For many families that are currently on another program like SNAP or possibly Medicaid or another means-tested program, they're going to automatically be enrolled in SUN Bucks. For other families who receive free or reduced price meals and don't participate in those programs, they're going to be able to apply using a simple application that will be available either through their state or possibly at their schools. It's worth noting that SUN Bucks is the first federal nationally available nutrition program we've had in about 50 years. So it's hard to really overstate what a game changer it is. This summer, we have the majority of states participating, not quite all. But even with that, this first summer, we're going to be able to reach about 21 million kids with SUN Bucks. So this is really going to have an impact. We know this because we've had the opportunity to evaluate this. It's evidence-based policy. This approach has been shown to reduce the number of kids who are food insecure by about 1/3. It's also been shown to improve the nutritional quality of what they eat, including things like more whole grains, more fruits and vegetables. And so, again, it's an evidence-based approach. We also know, and this is really important right now, that this approach, the SUN Bucks program, is going to really help take the stress and strain off of families as they might struggle to make ends meet during the summertime. So their kids are going to be much better positioned to learn and thrive when they go back to school if they have been supported with good nutrition over the summer. This is just one of the places where we have such opportunities to improve our kids' lives. Earlier this year, with extensive input from a wide range of partners, we announced new nutrition standards that will impact the 30 million kids who depend on school meals and for school breakfast and lunch on an average given day. We've updated the nutrition standards, and we really see this as building on the incredible efforts that school nutrition professionals have made over the last decade to really reinvent school meals. So all those great innovations will continue. You're going to continue to see lots of fruits and vegetables and whole grains and low-fat dairy in school meals. And these recent updates are really just targeted on some key areas where we know we need to keep moving forward. So one of the key updates is that for the first time, we're going to be gradually addressing the amount of added sugar in school meals. And this is primarily something that's going to impact the school breakfast program. We've heard for a long time that parents and teachers are concerned about the amount of sugar in school breakfast. We're doing this gradually in 2 phases. So not this coming school year, but the following one. Schools will start having limits on the amount of sugar, added sugar, that can be in certain popular items like flavored milk, yogurt, and breakfast cereal. And then a couple years later, they'll need to plan their menus so that across the entire meal, no more than the recommended amount of calories comes from added sugar. We're also dedicated to continuing the progress that we've made in the last few years around reducing sodium in school meals. And again, we're going to take a gradual approach. Just this past school year, schools implemented a 10% reduction in sodium in school meals. So in a few more years, in fall of 27, we're going to do another reduction of about 15% after both they and product manufacturers have had time to adjust. We don't expect schools to be able to do this on your own. We are providing additional support to do things like update school equipment, expand farm-to-school programs, and other things that will enable schools to meet these standards while still providing really tasty and appealing meals. One of the things that I'm most excited about is our Healthy Meals Incentive Initiative. This is the biggest investment in supporting the school meals program providers that we've made in decades. This $100 million investment includes grants to small and rural schools, and it also includes funding to incentivize innovation in the school meals marketplace. So really to make sure that schools have access to a wide range of healthy and nutritious products that will appeal to kids so that they can meet these new standards. We're also looking at what we can do before our kids even reach school, and that's an area where our WIC program is so critical. This program currently supports about 7.6 million moms and kids from birth to age 5 who are low income and at nutritional risk. Recently, we updated the package of food benefits that those families received. We've increased their access to essential nutrients by significantly expanding the amount of fruits and vegetables they're provided. We've also provided more flexibility for families to meet their personal and cultural food preferences while still getting the nutrition that the WIC package offers. Now, even though WIC participation is moving in the better direction, it's really important that we work together to reach more families so that they can benefit from this evidence-based program. Right now, it might surprise you to know that only about half of those eligible participate in this amazing program. But there is good news on this front. In order to be able to connect more families with this powerful evidence-based program, we are already leveraging a $390 million investment that came out of the American Rescue Plan to update the program and really meet families' needs and serve them where they are. So we're really focused on supporting customer service, including improving the shopping experience that participants have, as well as doing a lot of outreach to make sure that folks are aware of the program, how to access it, and all the benefits that come with it. So what's happening with those monies? States are using these funds to implement or expand self-checkout in stores, working with stores to improve customer service, offering shopping resources for families with limited English language skills. We are also working with stores to make it easier to find WIC-approved items and providing the ability for more families to shop online. That's just getting started, but we'll see a lot more of that in the future. We expect these changes to really help us reach and keep eligible families on the program. And that's going to really generate meaningful outcomes for generations to come. So this is where you come in. We need you to reach out, galvanize your networks, continue your vocal support for these programs. We need you to help close the child hunger gap by supporting this fantastic opportunity we have around summer feeding. We need you to help elevate the nutritional support that's provided to children by rallying around the great improvements that are happening in school meals and telling that fantastic story. We need you to help set our youngest kids on the path to a healthy life by advocating for the power of WIC. We are so grateful for everything you do to mobilize public support for these programs that support our children. We believe, I think like you do, that a healthy, hunger-free future for every kid in America is possible. We are so happy to be partnering with you to fight for that future. So again, thank you for all you do.